The violent crash fades away and silence settles in its place. Gao Sheng's eyes flutter open, but she does not find herself inside a car, nor on a familiar road. Instead, she is standing barefoot on a narrow path, surrounded in heavy mist. The air is cold, damp, and every breath tastes of smoke and iron. Figures rush past her, black shadows, faceless and hollow. One passes by her left, then another at her right. Gao Sheng spins in circles, trying to see who they are, but the more she turns, the more they blur. Finally, her knees give away and she falls hard to the ground. Gao Sheng grips the earth beneath her, trembling, her eyes wide with terror, and then, through the mist, she sees him. A figure emerges, running toward her, not a shadow, but a man. His eyes glisten with tears as he reaches her. Without hesitation, he pulls her into his arms. His voice trembles as if it carries both fear and relief. Gao Sheng stiffens in his embrace. This man is a stranger to her. She staggers back, but as she finally looks at him, really sees him, her breath catches. His face is worn with sorrow. His eyes shimmer with longing. The shadows swirl around them, hissing louder, as if angry that she has found him. Their voices rise in chorus of broken cries, tugging at her ears, clawing at her heart. She clutches her head, overwhelmed by the sound. But he remains calm. He extends his hand to her. His palm is steady. Gao Sheng hesitates at first, but yet something deeper, something buried within her stirs, and she reaches for him. The sky didn't look like the sky anymore. It pressed down like a ceiling of endless red mist, shifting and curling as though it were alive. Beneath their feet, the ground that led to the bridge was not earth, but a sheet of black soil, soft and breathing faintly, like the chest of a sleeping animal. Every inhale came with a slow shudder, and every exhale with a sigh.
Ta chẳng được nói do đã chi, ôi cha, yo trong tuần đi thia, trong cháy lô lì.
Ta thiên nó, ya, nhân đông trốn đá, yo cô chỉ ya nhớ sống bất chính trình, thia chỉ ya nhớ hòn đá đi, ya ta chẳng nhớ hòn trốn đá sư. Đó bốn ya ta hai thia, ya về lý cha, có thể tốt sao nó.
How did I end up here in the limbo?
Cứ do ta hai tia của cháy cháy. Tại vì cô lúc cháy từng break nữ đại dị tàu, và cô theo lý muốn đâu từng giây. Ta chỉ vì lý cha có thể nhón đến nó mà.
Ya ý sát thanh hình đến lý hả?
They finally arrive at a bridge, its wooden planks stretching into the mist, swaying above a river that whispers like lost voices.
Thảo ua ước là tốt cho nó, sẽ có giờ nó đã chi. Chỉ sáng trên mù trao hào cá, chỉ sát đi cho cá, có chỉ tao kể mù tư dị. Có chỉ sáng trên nó, cô nhìn nhắn rõ ràng là cô ý xa.
Something in his tone, steady, unyielding, wrapped around her like a protective shield. Though the air was suffocating, though the world around them trembled with a restless hunger, his words gave her a strange sense of safety. As they stepped deeper into the bridge, The whispers grew clearer, names, her name, over and over again. The bridge seemed endless. The more she walked, the more the world around her changed, and on the far side, a forest rose up, not of trees, but from stone. From every branch, souls dangled like paper lantern, their faces pale and dim, their eyes were shut tight. The air around them buzzed with sorrow, as though every soul breathed in unison with the black earth. The man hummed, his tune weaving softly into whispering echoes. Gao Sheng freezes mid-step, distracted by the hum instead of all the whispers around her. Her heart thudded painfully. That melody, so familiar yet so distant, it pulled at her like invisible strings.
Ủa cha, rong li của tôi nói răng gao nó đùa lời. Răng gao nó luôn bê hụ ua li cha.
The man does not answer. His eyes remain forward. His steps are steady, and his hum continues, stronger, almost protective, but he does not look at her. She slowed, her chest aching. Every step beside him dragged her deeper into something she couldn't name. It was more than fear, and it was pulling her back. Every step felt like deja vu. Inside the deep cavern, the two finally found a small ledge to rest. Gao Sheng shivered, her arms wrapped tightly around herself. The man bent low, striking sparks until a small fire bloomed. The warmth flickered against the stone, casting shadows across his sharp features. Gao Sheng's eyes lingered on him. Every careful movement, every breath he took, Gao Sheng cannot stop staring at him, at the way he moves with such quiet certainty, the way his presence feels both safe and hauntingly familiar. She doesn't know why. Her heart beats faster every time his eyes flicker toward her.
Có bộ báo tìa, thở có sai sổ của lý nó mà, có răng gao lý tư chạy tìa.
Ya tia, cụ chăm mong sông vào lên ta. Có tê ya của tụi con nhà lo.
Hả? Có hay đã chi nó?
Chỉ mất hát chia. Cụ hai tia có gì trong lý tụi bao tay rõ tới. Để kia cụ họ lý sửa.
He jokingly said this to break the sad tension in his heart. The words hang in the air. Gao Sheng blinks, caught between embarrassment and something far deeper. She clutches her knees, staring into the fire.
Có luôn bê hụ ua li cha.
Ya sure.
Yeah, sure. Ủa cha, rong li của nó tao tìa, của tứ, bảo có đùa lo lời.
Yashua's jaw tightens. He doesn't answer right away. Instead, he leans forward, feeding another branch into the flames. His voice comes, low and almost broken.
Mua tê ya oa tê rõ có lưu lưới yên ya chỉ tao. Tê sĩ có từng chụp lý thia, có lưu xia, yên yên ya tao. Ngoài nụ tê có yên ya bao.
Gao Sheng's breath shudders. She reaches out instantly, her hand hovering near his before pulling back. She stares at him, her chest heavy, with emotions she cannot name. Somewhere deep inside, her soul stirs, reaching for a memory just beyond her grasp. The firelight flickers between them, the warmth fighting against the cold of the cave, yet nothing could warm the distance of what had been forgotten.
Shoua, có lúc có hình không?
Gao Sheng có giờ lúc có ta xin một thái gì à?
Gao Sheng jolts awake from her dream, her breath heavy and uneven. The echo of it lingers in the cave. Across from her, Shoua still sleeps. The firelight flickering across his face, and Gao Sheng stares, her mind clouded, unable to comprehend what is happening to her, or why everything feels so unreal. Morning, or was it? In this place, Gao Sheng had lost all sense of time. She rubbed her temples, shaking away the odd dream from the night before. Outside the cavern, Shoua was waiting.
Cô chép lại hình này lờ.
He chuckled softly, the first time she had ever seen him laugh. The sound was gentle, and it sent butterflies through her chest.
Cô mà muốn theo là chi cho con nào?
Their path wound down to a wide, black river. The water shimmered faintly, not with light, but with voices. The current carried whispers, broken words twisting into riddles.
Shoua, bác cô.
Gao Sheng slipped, plunging into the freezing shallows. The whispers surged, circling her ankles like chains. He caught her in his arms, pulling her out. But as he lifted her leg twisted sharply.
Ủa, cô chạy kia mô hình này lờ. Chế cô yếu tao chỉ tao kê.
Giờ lên đã kê trong khơi lên vì cô yên sáng gà câu làm để là.
He lifts her onto his back. Gao Sheng gasped, embarrassed. He carried her across the rotting bridge. The whisper hissed in disappointment, fading back into the river. But Gao Sheng's face burned, not from fear, but from the warmth of his back. They walked until the forest thinned, and suddenly, the world opened into a wide field. The ground was covered in pale flowers, thousands of them, their petals frozen mid-bloom, as if time itself had stopped. In the center stood a massive tree, its branches reaching like bones toward the endless gray-red sky. In the limbo, even beauty feels wrong. The flowers gave off no scent. Their color seemed drained, more like faded memories than living things. The air was heavy, unmoving, like the whole field was holding its breath. Everything felt so frozen. It's like a painting with no life inside of it. Shoua explains to Gao Sheng that this is a place where only memory survives. A place built from sorrow, where grief takes place, but never life.
Cô yêu muốn chia mà cho con nào?
His footsteps fading into the forest, and after a while, he returned with the wild fruit in his arms and a fish from the stream. Kneeling by the fire, he roasted the catch carefully, peeling fruit for her as if it were second nature. After eating, Gao Sheng asked,
Shoua, trình chôn đến bồi lý cha e, cô mà lý trọc hả một giọt trẻ.
Chỉ muốn lên từ bao cái linh tí nên tao kể cái sư là cứ cho có một tàu chạy là ta chỉ cũng có cái linh tí nên sao là dùng một mỏ lý cha lo sao kể cho có nhưng sau khi cho là
Ya linda, bây giờ thì cô chừng nhỏ nhỏ để non đầy hình.
sẽ dọn đến bảo lý cha cũng mỏ lý cho có kể một quả cá cũng cho luôn hai tia cũng yêu chỉ cho con một quả sao trẻ.
Gao Sheng sniffles. For the first time, Gao Sheng felt safe. Yet, deep down, she knew the path was not yet finished. As Gao Sheng and Shoua followed the dim path, they came upon a massive twisted tree. Its roots spread wide like claws, its branches tangled against the gray sky. At the base of the tree knelt an old woman, her body hunched and trembling, her long white hair dragged across the ground like roots, swaying with each breath. She pointed upward with a trembling hand. Gao Sheng followed her gaze up to the highest branch. There, swaying in the cold gray wind, was a small bundle, a baby wrapped in cloth, dangling from the branch. Red strings bound it tightly, tying it to the tree.
Chỉ sao sai nữa, cả chỉ tao sẽ tao kể.
The old woman cries louder, crawling forward on her knees. Gao Sheng couldn't look away. She squinted at the bundle, and her heart froze. The red string tied around the baby's cloth wasn't string at all. It was hair, long, black, tangled hair. The baby's head turned toward her, its eyes snapped open, hollow, black, endless, not like a baby. She stood up straight, too straight. Her hunched back unfolded in one sickening stretch. The tears on her face did not fall, but her lips curled into a grin, too wide and too sharp. Then the baby's body twisted unnaturally, unraveling, becoming first a blackbird, then a rope of shadow that slithered down toward them. Shoua grabbing Gao Sheng's hands, and together they ran. Behind them, bare footsteps struck the earth. The old woman's toenails scraped the ground like claws, chasing them through the mist. They refused to look back. Gao Sheng ran with Yashua's hand locked in hers, the old woman's voice still scraping at her ears. Her lungs burned, her legs trembling, but she didn't stop until suddenly the ground opened into a river. The water was red, thick, bubbling softly as if it were alive. A narrow bridge stretched across it, made not of wood, but bones. The water was red, thick, bubbling softly as if it were alive. Everything went silent behind them. The chasing footsteps vanished, and the woman's voice gone. Not even the wind dared follow. As they ran, Gao Sheng's breath hitched. Memories, long buried, began to tear through her mind like lightning, too sharp and too real. She remembered, clear as day, Yashua clutching her hand, pulling her through the forest as voices roared behind them.
Yo có chịu cho nữ bây giờ một cái tổ kia.
Tô chỉ tô.
Thani cho nên mu. Cô mà lên thani trắc à. Thani cho nên mu.
Gao Sheng cũng chỉ cả cho cũng tao thiên lo, cũng chỉ cả cho con ngủ đâu là.
呀说，各位什么？什么？là gì tao cũng muốn lo sẽ là chê, yên bình chữ thôi,各位什么？
Mù có chêl mù có tí của tụi bọn nhà lời.
Yeshua fell to his knees at the cliff's edge, watching helplessly as they dragged the woman he loved away. His chest with rage and despair, his eyes burned with tears. The world, the culture that allowed this, felt like chains too heavy to break, and he knew he had lost her, not because she chose another, but because of the cruelty of bride kidnapping in the Hmong culture. It stole her away.
Gao Sheng, nhất tiệc của chị tao có lời tia, chia của tao mua xứ, của mà mua thọ đó lên đó chia. Chị cũng muốn chăm hùng là oa có từ rồi son gì, của lúc con nữa mà. Giờ của tao mua là lo, của tao cái lú rồi nhớ một tay ít gì.
With tears streaming down his face, Yeshua closed his eyes and jumped off the cliff. They stood before the gate. The air was still too heavy to breathe, and tears streaked down Gao Sheng's cheeks as her heart throbbed with the memories.
Yeshua, ya vì lý cha có thể lý chừng nhau đời nọ. Ya vì lý cha có chỉ tao muốn thật thiên nè.
Gao Sheng, có nhà tao cũng là lo. Thọ bút tao hết tiệt, cũng nhiên nữ tao có, nữ thâu nữ, sống thâu sống. Ý tiệt thâu ngủ đâu là ý tiệt, cũng xa chỉ xa hết tiệt, cũng nhà tao mua cho nông lần chỉ có trong lần nọ.
Yeshua, ya vì lý cha ước tâm hồn ya phải không luôn. Chỉ nữa con dạy của mù chê, của tôi mỏ cơn gọi li. Giờ yếu một chua đã chỉ lo những khó chỉ tao của tôi mỏ li. Của tôi chỉ cả bế ta kinh cho lời. Ê của nè tôi kia cho có cả. Ta xì. Ôi cha giờ của tôi kia ở đá lo, của nè thiệt chỉ tao có li.
Tôi nhớ vì của sao cái tuổi, của ngũ của sao xét cho, rồi thế chỉ bố của ngũ thay thiệt. Chỉ bố có của ngũ trao lý của lúc xét xa. Của theo lý cho gì, cho có trong lần họ.
Thunder roared, and the gate to return slowly opened.
Vợ trai tụi thầy cô vô chịu tao cho cả.
Cú chỉ ca mu, cú chỉ ca mu.
Của thảo có mang của sinh. Vì của sao cái tuổi có thể trong nó. Ta xì, để xì nó có ở chỗ sáng để nấu nó. Rồi nó yêu cho coi của ưa tao xin thu lời. Rồi nó tế thiệt bế lời. Kể tóm đây ưa đi nó chủ tao là xí tao.
Giờ cho tiện lo, cú yên yêu chủ tao của tao cơ.
Her heart shattered. Yeshua pulled her close, holding her as if it were the last time. He kissed her forehead, his lips trembling with sorrow. Gao Sheng stepped back, her tears glimmering in the dim light. Slowly, she walked backwards into the gate's radiance, their eyes locked, refusing to let go. And then she smiled. Yeshua stood rooted in place, watching, his smile faint through the tears as Gao Sheng's figure dissolved into the light and was gone. Gao Sheng's eyes fluttered open, heavy with tears. The world around her was warm and real. The glow of the hospital lights, the sound of her family sob turning into laughter or relief.
Nhà tụi mình thành Gao Sheng sợ lọ cái gì, Gao Sheng sợ lọ.
Mình thấy trong sự có sợ lọ này, có gì mà thấy có cái liệu trong sự có được ăn lọ lợ.
She turns her head slightly, a single tear rolling down. Gao Sheng is alive, but inside, her heart still ached because she knew Yashua remained behind, trapped in the shadows of another world. A love that even death could not erase, though the underworld still holds him. She carries his promise within her heart until the day their souls find each other again. Gao Sheng will always wait for Yeshua.
Yeshua, kumali toko. Za yo name boli cha, thiệt yo puche tielo. Cô yên yo thọ lu có linh sư. Yeshua, Yeshua có lu có hiểu.
Gao Sheng có giờ lúc có ta xin nó một thái gì